What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA DFS video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name to the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. I know my usual layout of my videos is usually like I'll do my hockey first and then my hockey prize picks, then NBA prize picks, and then NBA DFS. But we are doing some work on the prop tools for NHL and NBA. So we're just doing like some little tiny things to the prop tools right now. So I can't do my video yet. But the moment that those are done, I'm going to be dropping those videos, which will probably be soon after this video is done. All right. I'm liking this slate, man. It's a solid little slate. We got Kyrie Irving making his debut for Dallas. I would love to get him because I think this spot is huge for him. I mean, nobody on that Dallas team has any type of usage or likes to shoot the ball outside of Kyrie. Like Kyrie's going to have the ball in his hands a ton and be expected to do a lot, but it's also his new, first game on a team and he's priced, accordingly. So, but yeah, that's interesting for sure. But I'm excited for this slate, man. I got a nice little core that I'm looking at here, and I feel really, really confident about the way this is starting out. Obviously, as the day goes on, make sure you pay attention and make updates where needed. Hit up greenlightdfs.com. You can use our optimizer and keep up to date with our projections and how things change when people are rolled out. You can play around with it and build your own lineups, like I'm about to use right here to do the high five. And then the optimals are posted about 10 to 15 minutes before the slate starts, and then we continue to make it better as the night goes on. It was another hit day last night. That's 3 days in a row. So it has been fantastic, and everything has been amazing. The NHL player prop tool made its debut last night and hit 67% of its top picks, hit 20 of 30 of its top picks last night. It went 20 of 30. That's a 67% hit rate. That is a fantastic hit rate in the sports betting industry. So, super, super happy to see that and want that to consistently keep being the case and just consistently put out winners every single night. So, we got a small NHL slate over there. So, as soon as the prop tools are ready, you won't see that message on the pages anymore. Right now, there's a message saying we're working on the tools. Once that message is gone, you'll be good to go and be able to start placing your bets with those. All right. All right. So, and those videos are coming up, all right? I already got an idea of my favorite plays, but I still got to wait until the player prop tool is 100% because, that's my main source of what I use to pick my player props now. All right, so let's get it. Starting off at point guard, I've got some Miami that I'm interested in because they just don't feel like they've adjusted enough, and it's a great matchup against the Pacers. You've got Tyler Harrow at 7.5, who's a fantastic option with no Oladipo, no Kyle Lowry. You've got Jimmy Butler, who's also going to be a major bump. He's obviously the main guy on this team. And then we have a value of Gabe Vincent. Yes, 3 Miami here because, I mean, it's just a solid spot here. These guys feel way too cheap. Like Jimmy Butler at 8-1 just feels way too cheap. Tyler Harrow at 7.5, I mean, the dude can drop 50s. You know what I mean? No Kyle Lowry, no Oladipo. So these guys are going to be needed. Gabe Vincent is a solid value at 4.3, having projected almost 27. Really like his spot. Have Harrow and Butler over 40. So they just feel like safe, solid spots in what should be a close matchup. Great matchup. I'm really liking the spot here for these Miami guys, as you can see. Now, really, I only have two teams in the high five. The next spots I'm going with is I'm locking in Klay Thompson, who's absolutely been amazing when Steph Curry is off the floor, and Jordan Poole. Plain and simple, because this game is only a 2 point spread. I believe it's the closest projected game on the slate, and it's also one of the higher totals. Jordan Poole and Klay Thompson are the entire Golden State offense. Okay, Klay Thompson's 7'9" and he can realistically drop 50s. Jordan Poole is 7'1" and he can realistically drop 50s, and that's exactly what they just did in their last game. Jordan Poole dropped a 46, okay, and Klay Thompson dropped a 51. They damn near both hit 50s, and they're still just too cheap for the usage that they're going to have here. And in a close matchup against Portland, I really just like these spots a ton. And this right here, what you're looking at, exactly why I love Kyrie, and I'd be interested to get him maybe in some GPPs. I love like that type of thing. But the problem is there's so many guards I love today. There's so many guards I love today, and it makes that getting like a Kyrie in tough. You know what I mean? I even kind of like a De'Aaron Fox or, some other guards too. So it's a guard day. I really love the guards today. They're in fantastic spots. The Philly Boston game is an interesting game. I mean, you think that's a playoff caliber game right there. That could be a really, really good one, getting exposure and getting the studs from that one. Harden, Embiid, Tatum, Jaylen Brown. All those guys are probably expected to do well. Let's go ahead and look at the value overall on this slate and see what we're looking like right now. So you've got Highsmith as the best value on the slate, projected at 3-3. I do really, really love his spot. He's going to get that minutes bump with those guys out. Gabe Vincent, obviously. Drew Eubanks is still going to get some run. Walker Kessler, Jordan Poole, Kelly Olynyk if Vanderbilt remains out. Mason Plumlee against Washington. They're going to need his size down low to match up with Porzingis. So expect some heavy minutes out of Plumlee. And when he gets the minutes, normally he does well. Jared Allen sticks out to me very well as well. The only thing I'm worried about there is a blowout. I could see Cleveland absolutely spanking Detroit. And it not even being close. And as you guys know, blowouts have been a huge thing this season. And it's been really it's really tough to do the prize picks for NBA when you've got blowouts in some unexpected spots. So you really realistically have to totally avoid, unless it's going for an under in a blowout game, you have to avoid any overs in a blowout situation, completely, and just go with close games or play the under in blowout situations. But Jared Allen is a solid option, but I do worry about the blowout spot. All right. Pay attention to Jonathan Kuminga at 3.8. I believe he got the start last game. That's interesting value as well at 3.8. But that's it, man. We got the close game with Golden State and Portland that expects to be a solid total. In the main stars on the Golden State side are just under 8K, and just that feels too cheap to me. Jimmy Butler at 8.1 is just too cheap. Tyler Herro is just too cheap. Once again, we're getting spots where the games are expected to be competitive. Okay? The totals are decent, and we're missing players. Okay? And that's the key to DFS. You want all these boxes to check. And right now, I feel really, really solid with these first 5 guys to start out. We just talked about the value. The overall highest projected guys on the slate for me are Joel Embiid, Lillard, Tatum, Sabonis, LaMelo Ball, Pascal Siakam, Bam Adebayo. Those guys. I talked about that Boston Philly game, man. This is going to be a very close game. You're having to pay a premium for both of these guys. If I had to choose one, it would be Embiid. As you can see, he's a 4.8 point per salary. But to get more sneaky, which is exactly what the optimizer is built to do, going Dame instead of these guys and getting exposure to this other close game in a Steph Curry-less Golden State matchup at 10.7, he grades out. When you look at the top spends, 4.9. He's the best top spend out of the top 5 guys when it comes to point per salary. Dame Lillard. And then you've got Pascal Siakam pops pretty well. Bam Adebayo down here, Van Vliet. It could realistically be one of those days where you just kind of balance out completely. You know what I mean? As you can see in the high five, our highest spend is 8.1. Like, you might just balance out and be good to go. You know what I mean? So, anyway, thank you guys for joining me as always. Good luck today, man. GreenlightDFS.com to join the squad. Thank you guys for joining me as always, and let's smash this slate once again. Hope y'all have a fantastic hump day, and I'll see y'all in tomorrow's videos. The NBA and NHL prize pick videos will be coming up, so stay tuned. Peace.